Well, here we have it, our second major hurricane of this hurricane season. This system has had a remarkable journey throughout the day today, which I will go over in this video. And we have some systems following it, and this hurricane season could get very active. Is TBF Cyclone, Monday, September 22nd, 2025. Starting with Hurricane Gabrielle. Gabrielle currently has 140 mile an hour sustained winds, is a Cat 4 hurricane. Just yesterday, Gabrielle intensified into a Category 1 hurricane, and then this morning from 5 o'clock to around 9 o'clock, it skipped over Category 2 status, went 30 miles an hour and went up 30 miles an hour in about 4 hours. It says 8 o'clock here, but the National Hurricane Center had an extra advisory at 9 o'clock just to say this system did end up reaching Category 3 status. And this system did further intensify to 140 miles an hour. And when we look at the infrared satellite imagery, it is spinning the eye wall around it. It is spinning so fast, and if anything, since it's reached Category 4 status, it has gotten more organized. So could we see a Category 5? I'm not so sure, but we can't leave that off the table. It is bringing very rough surf, very dangerous rip currents to Bermuda and the east coast of the United States, but more so Bermuda, and its track will continue toward the Azores, and it could make a landfall, although landfalls in the Azores are very rare. It could make a landfall as a Category 1 or 2 hurricane. The current forecast is saying 80 miles an hour, but I was looking at spaghetti models earlier today, and it's saying it may be anywhere from a Category 1 to maybe even a low-end Category 3 hurricane. So I'm going to say about a Category 2 hurricane. Starting with Disturbance 2 in the Atlantic, it currently has a 10% chance of development in the next 2 days and a 50% chance of development in the next 7 days. I think this will develop. I will show you the forecast models later in this video. Disturbance 1 in the Atlantic currently has a 30% chance of development in the next 2 days and an 80% chance of development in the next 7 days. I also think this may develop, but I think this may be a little less likely to develop than this one, but it's also possible that they both develop. Starting with the European forecast model, they show, starting with Gabrielle, they don't really show further intensification, but also models, what I've noticed since like Aaron, they can't really comprehend a Category 4 hurricane. The maximum is like a Category 1 or 2 hurricane. So the forecast models, they're obviously computer models, so they can have big errors. But they show this moving toward the Azores as a Category 1 or 2 hurricane, maybe making a couple landfalls. And then if you look just north of the Caribbean and toward Bermuda, which is right here, they show another system developing, which is Disturbance 1. And I do think that will develop. I'm not as certain as I am about the second system, which if you look over to the Outer Banks of North Carolina, that's that other system, maybe becoming a tropical storm. I think it could very easily be a hurricane, Category 1, maybe even Category 2. But first of all, I just want to mention this system, which could bring a threat to Bermuda, but I will keep an eye on the one threatening the Outer Banks. I will keep a closer eye on that one. So just in the Western Pacific today, it's been very active lately. Just today, Typhoon Ragasa made landfall in the Philippines with 160 mile an hour sustained winds. That is the equivalent of a Category 5 hurricane. I'm not sure about the extent of the impacts quite yet, since the system just hit just this morning. But I bet it was not what you want to have on a Monday. A Category 5 equivalent storm. It is weakening, and it is currently forecast to move toward China, slowly weakening, and may hit as a strong typhoon. We'll see if it further intensifies. I think it might. The European model is pointing at that. And then Typhoon Neoguri at previously reached violent typhoon status, which is about Category 4 status, 145 mile an hour sustained winds. It's forecast to have a little bit of weird track and then should dissipate sometime within the next 3 days. The previous cone showed it lasting 5 days, which was the previous cone was earlier today. But I don't know what's going to happen with this other system. It's going to be very confusing, but I don't think it'll impact land, so that's good. Tropical storm Narda currently has 60 mile an hour sustained winds and is forecast to gradually intensify into a Category 2, 110 mile an hour Category 2 hurricane, almost a Category 3 hurricane. I wouldn't be surprised if this reaches major hurricane status. So I'll be tracking all of this for you. That's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching and see ya.